Beka kama mtoto, nitakubembeleza mimi wako. Oh, nitazidi kupa vitu moto moto. Mapenzi kupendana si mchezo. Na kusihi usije leta mimi solema. Najisi na mimi nisijepata wewe solema.
Greetings, y'all, from Jacksonville, Arkansas. Today is Sunday, April the 13th, 2025, and the time is approximately 9 minutes after 9 o'clock p.m., y'all. I am getting ready to make a couple of things. Y'all, I've had an issue today with the phone company. I deactivated a phone that had an eSIMs card on it, and I attempt to activate my other device and using the SIMs card, regular SIMs card, and I went to the website to do it through the carrier and it says, sorry, we're having problems. So I called the carrier customer-free toll-free number, and I spoke to a woman with this, a customer care service person who had a Filipino accent, like an Asian accent, and I have nothing against them, but she took my SIMs card number, told me to restart my device, and that it should begin working. And she said the other device will not work. So she deactivated the phone that had the eSIMs in it, the Iris Connect, from a different carrier that had bring your own, So it was like a bring your own device. Again, it was the Iris Connect that had an eSIMs card on it. She deactivated that one, and then when I rebooted the other device, my Galaxy 10, with the SIMs card in it that I got from the local phone company, let me tell you that it did not work. You know why? Because she did not ask me for my IMEI number of the phone that will be in service, that will be used. So I called their customer care, gave them the 9 yards. The guy tried to assist me. Then he transferred me to, someone to elevate the call. You know that you have to be able to receive a code before they can assist you. So she tried to do it another way and get me to re-download the SIMs card. And the SIMs card, the phone you cannot use more than one SIMs card to activate. So I erased the previous SIMs card, eSIMs card. And eSIMs is an electronic card that you download with a QR code from the phone company. So you guys, when I erased that one, now the new one will not download, and I got a problem here. Anyways, you all, they're talking about go into the phone company, so I can't call out on my 828 number. I'm late getting some food to eat, and so I'm going to be making a couple of things here. I'm going to be making cheeseburgers. Here I have beef burgers, 80%. These are the frozen ones from Walmart. I will be using Church Brothers Farm Sweet Crisp Petite Romaine lettuce. I have my hamburger buns. I have some mayonnaise. I have some pickles that look like butter pickles. So I just wanted the regular dill pickles, you guys. But to me, see, that looks more like a butter pickle. It doesn't really look like regular dill pickles, but we'll see. And then here I have some mustard. I just had to get it off the table. So I'm going to be making a cheeseburger. And I do have, I believe I'll make some tater tots too. I'll pull that out here in a minute. I have this skillet heating up. I'm going to add a little water to it. Let's go ahead and get something, burger out. Y'all, these are pretty good. Right here, this is the 12 burgers. This is frozen from Walmart. I'm just going to cut this open, be right back. These are individually separated by a piece of parchment paper. I'm going to add some water to it. Y'all, just a little bit of water. You need to do this process here to help it to steam up evenly, because this is being made from frozen. I'm going to put the rest in the freezer so it can maintain its freshness. So I'm just going to bring the fire up. Y'all, this is going to be the second clip of the video. And I'm going to go ahead and put it away the beef burgers. Because you want to, so that it maintains freshness. So I'm going to turn this down just a little bit and put my seasoning in. But y'all, I can't call out from the 828 number. So you guys, I just sprinkled some of the Lawry seasoning salt off camera on there. And I'm going to go ahead and put in some black pepper. Also, you all, I'm making a banana pudding here as well. So I put in just a little bit of black pepper. Just showing you guys what I'm up to this Sunday, despite the fact that an entity caused me not to be able to use my phone after the worker from the phone carrier deactivated the phone that was working, that had an eSIMs card, you all. So I thought, and then I should have, you know what, I'm just wondering, it had to be a warlock or some type of demon or something that made her, like, literally do that, because she was supposed to, anytime a customer is switching phones, they're supposed to always ask you, what is the IMEI number of the phone you'll be switching it to? She didn't ask me that. She just deactivated my phone, and she had a Filipino Asian accent. Also, there's another thing that I wanted to tell you all. Notice a different Galaxy 10 phone, if I didn't say so already, on my phone account. And now, I have a Galaxy 10, but it said Galaxy 10 something else. And I like, it had like a series, like a special edition that I don't recognize. I hope that it's still my same Galaxy 10. I hope a criminal has not dubbed my SIMs card and have been walking around here with my contacts and my messages and stuff. So you all here, I'm getting ready to flip this over. This is milk. And I did add a little margarine and a pat of butter, which is optional. And I've started the fire back up because I am going to be making a banana pudding as well. So I have my banana cream. This is the family size. And then I have French vanilla. It's 3.4 ounce. And the family size is 5.1 ounce. I'll be using all of that. And probably just a little bit of the French vanilla. I believe I went in with like about 5 cups of 8-ounce cups of water. So let me go ahead and get ready to pour that in. And then I'll be flipping this over. Actually, I could go ahead and flip the burger over now. And so the reason why you want to add a little bit of water to the frozen burger, the hamburger patty, is that because it helps it to cook more evenly. And it helps thaw it out from inside out. I need to put some of the Lawry seasoning salt. You can use regular salt and black pepper or seasoning of your choice. And yeah, and they're going to tell me to go in. I don't want to. I told her, I said, I do not want to go in. So I might purchase another phone from that carrier from the local Walmart department store and just activate it and keep my same phone number. That's what I would try to do that, okay? So anyways, you all, we'll see how that operates. Just then me trying to make me waste money and stuff. So here I've added some black pepper too and Lawry seasoning salt. Let's go ahead and get this banana cream open. Just poured in all of the banana cream. And now I have opened up the French vanilla. You see the banana cream is already in there. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and pour in some of the French vanilla. Y'all, I am going to add a little bit of granulated sugar. It does not call for it. But sometimes, you know, when you're using milk, extra milk, and if you're not using the exact amount of milk and you're using a little bit more, it may take away the sweetness of the banana pudding. Even if you did use the exact amount, you might want to add a little granulated sugar just to make sure that your pudding is sweet. Okay, so I have added sugar, granulated sugar. Y'all, our hamburger is cooking up nicely. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir. I do have a whisk somewhere around here. We're supposed to get our cabinets renovated. I was told to take everything out of my cabinets and that a contractor would be replacing my cabinets, you all, like we're getting a facelift. But it's going to take a while before they fill the order. You know, they got maybe a few months to do it. So you all forgive me that in my YouTube videos recently, if you notice that my countertop isn't nice and neat, it's because I have everything on my countertops that I have to move over to a table. Oh my goodness, what's this trying to turn brown? It's not trying to scorch, is it? What is that brown stuff in there? What is that? I guess my milk got too hot. This has never happened to me before. What is that? Y'all, be careful. So, I'm going to go ahead to turn this off, you all. Be careful. Stir this stuff. I have never ever had any banana pudding that I fix with milk to scorch like this. Never, ever, ever. It's not ruined, but this is the first time for everything. So you just want to heat that up slowly. Let me lower the temperature. You want to heat it up slowly until it becomes thickened. Now, y'all, I have took out a hamburger bun. And let's get some product information about this leaf. This is butter lettuce, okay? So it says, here's the information: sweet, crisp, petite romaine, crunchier salad, sweet flavor lettuce boats, 2 lettuce heads. This is a product of Church Brothers Farms. Here's their information. It's showing that you can make like a taco, you know, using this. I guess it's kind of like a taco without the shell in here. Y'all, let me get this flipped over. I'm going to let it cook just a little bit more on that other side again. And then I'm going to go ahead and let me wash a piece of lettuce here. It doesn't say butter lettuce, but it is as close as you're going to get to butter lettuce if it's not. Okay, 2 lettuce heads. It says romaine, but I ordered butter lettuce, but we'll see. So, y'all, this lettuce is really pretty. You see this? So it comes in a bag like this. So even though it says romaine, you can consider this to be like your butter lettuce, where it's a nice leaf like this, different from iceberg lettuce, even if it doesn't say it on here. Again, I was trying to get product information, and this is distributed by Church Brothers Farms in Salinas, California. And they have a recipe here, quick and healthy tacos. As you can see, the tacos are being served right up inside of the leaf. Right there, the product information can be found at their website, which is churchbrothers.com. Ingredients, romaine. So they call it lettuce boats as well. It has a sweet flavor. I'm going to rinse this off. I have turned off my hamburger meat, and I've also turned off my pudding. Okay. Let me pat this water off of here, or you can keep it on here. It doesn't matter. Some people may want to pat their lettuce dry so that their bun don't get wet. But I'm just going to set that right there. And let me pull off this part. See how crispy that sounds? I'm just going to set that to the side right here. And actually, I believe I would like to put my hamburger patty down first. So let's go in with that delicious hamburger patty. So you want to press down, make sure there's no red coming out of it. It should be done for the most part. You still can see the black peppers here. So I'm just going to put that right there. And I know you're probably wondering why didn't I let the cheese melt on it. It's because I actually prefer not to allow the cheese to melt on it in the pot. Because to me, some cheese other than a patty melt, to me, it kind of gives me like a gaggy taste. So in order for me to have that taste similar to like where you get, if you ever have like a McDonald's cheeseburger, if you notice, half the time the cheese isn't melted on their burger, that they'll put the cheese on last. So here I have some Kraft Singles American cheese. This is the 24 count. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Yeah, I have a little demon, a witch doctor that sends negative energy, a warlock, or a voice manipulating thing. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true, because this incident should not have happened. It should not have occurred. What I'm going to do here is put the cheese right on top of the lettuce there, and then I'm going to put that meat on top of that. So I want to go in with some mayonnaise. Some delicious mayo. Make sure you use fresh mayo. If your mayo is more than 2 weeks old, you may want to kick it out because you know that it's primarily made with eggs and vinegar. And so the mayo, if it's not fresh, it can make you sick. You ever got a burger from like Burger King and it had bad mayo on it and you felt like you needed to throw up? That is because they must have used bad mayo. I recommend that if you're eating out, don't let them put mayonnaise on your food. Have them to give you to hold the mayonnaise and give you packages of it. And the packages are more fresher. And then I'm going to go in with some mustard. And you can use your favorite topping. If you like ketchup, go in with ketchup. But I'm using mustard and mayo. And I have cheese here. I have some hamburger dill pickles here, but I don't really need those. I'm just going to go ahead and top that up. What do you guys think here? Romaine butter lettuce. And it's going to be a lot crispier than an iceberg. Y'all take a look at that mustard and mayo action going there. And this is my cheeseburger. So I can make like fries, or what do you guys think? You think I should just fry up some tater tarts? It's nighttime, you guys. It's like really late. I do have a taste for some tater tarts and ketchup, but I'll do that off camera. I just thought I would let you guys know what I'm up to this Sunday here in the state of Arkansas. Okay, and so I have a roaster here for my banana pudding. I am going to go ahead now and dump in some of the Nilla wafers. Now I am going to take this pudding. Actually, before I pour the pudding over it, let me get my bananas sliced up. Y'all, I thought I just ordered 2 bananas. That's all I need for my pudding, but apparently I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me get them peeled up and put them in here with that's going to be the Nilla wafers by Nabisco. Let's see if we can get some product information. I actually have a couple of videos up already of me doing the banana pudding. This is the company information, Mandela's, distributed by Mandela's Global, LLC. So, but they're still using the Nabisco name, you know. So maybe they got took over by another company. Maybe Nabisco got took over by the Mandelas. Okay, you guys, I'm just slicing up the bananas off camera, and I'll be right back. Y'all, this burger would not be complete without some onions now. Let me slice some of this fresh yellow onion. you know, if you're at McDonald's and you're getting a regular cheeseburger, they're going to put these minced onions on that cheeseburger, right? But we're not going to use this minced onion. We're going to use some real onions, all right? So let me go ahead and cut up some onions and put it on my burger. And by the way, I have sliced up the bananas, and I'm going to go ahead without further ado, before I cut up the onions, I'm going to go ahead and just pour this over. And it's going to thickening up inside of the microwave. Not the microwave, Lord have mercy. It's going to thickening up inside of the stove. So I just poured this on, and we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven. And I do have marshmallows this time. Okay, let me grab the marshmallows because I want to tell you guys something here. Let me put this over here in the sink with this other pan. I'll get this all cleaned up here in a minute. So you all, I have some marshmallows. Old-fashioned banana pudding, they would make it without the box mix. They would do it all from scratch. But normally they would put a meringue on it where you whip up egg white together with some sugar and some cream of tar. But I am going to use marshmallows. And you can eat this without any meringue or marshmallows. But I'm going to use marshmallows for a meringue, and it's going to be delicious. But the key is, do not add the marshmallows yet. I'm going to go ahead and insert this. Let me make sure that every cookie is covered here. I may need to add some more cookies, all right? So you want to make sure all your cookies is covered with the banana pudding mix, okay? And so once this bake in the oven, and I do have my oven on. Actually, that's the whole box, you guys. No, it's not. It's not the whole box. I got some over here. So I'm just going to use the whole box, really. The entire box of vanilla wafers. I'm going to use all of that. And then sometimes, depending on how much milk and things you use, you may not need to use that entire box. But I'm using the entire box, you all. I recommend that once you fix this, it tastes better when you serve it and you heat it up in the microwave for a few seconds, like 30 seconds, until it get warm. I would say 30 to 45 seconds, depending on how much you're heating up. Use vanilla wafers because it makes the best cake texture for the banana pudding. The Walmart texture is like mushy. Some things from Walmart is good. I mean, you could use it, but you'll notice that it's not. Some of that powder wasn't blended well. So you'll notice that the Walmart brand doesn't. If you ever use Nella wafers, and then you use Walmart brand, you'll notice that this one is better. That it makes the cookie turn into a cake, and it's very delicious. I've even seen where some people use Pepperidge Farms cookie that they have used for a banana pudding, and it's not even wafers. I can't think of the name of it, but nevertheless, you all, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven. And then once it baked for about 20 minutes until it's nice, it's already hot, but I've got to let it cook a little bit so that we can get the cookies soft, okay? For about 20 minutes and not more than 30. Oh, hold on. My my oven is nice and hot. And we are going to now put some onions on top of my burger so I can eat. And then afterwards, when the banana pudding has baked for about 20 minutes, I will be going in with some marshmallows. Okay, you guys, I've cut up some fresh onions from that yellow onion, and I'm just going to put it right here, right on top of the mayo and mustard here. And then I'm going to give it a bite and let you guys know what I think of it. Off camera, that is. So I look like Aunt Jemima right now at the moment. But I'm sure it's going to be good, and it's still hot. So here goes. Lord bless this cheeseburger towards nourishing to my body. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So y'all look at that. See how I like to have that cheese put on there. without letting it melt all the way on top of the stove. Minimize me having a adverse side effect reaction. But if it's a patty melt, they can melt the cheese all they want. So here goes, and I'll tell you guys what I think. Woo, that's good. Y'all, I promise you it's absolutely delicious. Look at the beauty in that. I've already took a couple of bites, you guys. Y'all, the lettuce makes the big difference, and so does the onions. Everything comes together. I highly recommend this type of lettuce from Church Brothers Farm. It's nice and crisp throughout, and it doesn't like get all wet and withered like iceberg lettuce. Y'all, this burger tastes the way that it did when I was a young girl coming up here. And y'all, there's no need to toast the buns. It's absolutely delicious. I'm almost done. For those who like to put tomatoes on their burger, you know, tomatoes are not in season. So if you want to put like sliced tomatoes, or instead of sliced tomatoes, I recommend that you use diced tomatoes right here that's in the can. And if you use this and you open it, transport it to like a Tupperware container or a plastic Ziploc bag and put it inside of the Tupperware container. So you'll use a plastic Ziploc bag and then seal it and then put it inside the Tupperware container to avoid it getting any type of mold. Usually I use this for like American goulash and or like West African eggs and things of that nature. Y'all, I just took the banana pudding out, and we're going to top it with some marshmallows. I'm just going to stir it a little bit. I'm not going to stir all of it. I just want to show you the texture. See that cake texture that you get with this type of cookie? You see that? That's going to be delicious, off the chain delicious. So that's the texture that you're looking for. So let me cover that up with some more of the yellow pudding. Let's go in with some marshmallows now. This is 10 ounce and it is the large marshmallows. Again, marshmallows is optional. You can eat this just like it is without the marshmallows. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys just to illustrate. And I might not put this over the entire pudding. I'm just going to kind of like, well, maybe I will. I'll just kind of do it like this. Because the pudding is very hot and fresh straight from the oven. It's piping hot. When you put the marshmallows here, and you can use more marshmallows if you want to, but I'm not going to do that because marshmallows are sweet. I have placed approximately 12 jumbo marshmallows in this on top of this banana pudding. What's going to happen is that in a few seconds, the marshmallows will begin to melt. You can kind of press it down to help it to melt a little bit. Like that, just kind of press it down into the pudding without burning your hand. Press it down into the hot pudding carefully. And so what's going to happen is it's going to melt in there and it's going to create its own meringue. And so with that note, you guys, because I'm not going to stick around for it to melt, but believe me, it will melt. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys in my next.